What's up guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we'll be taking a look at the French, the F6F-5 in the French air tech tree in War Thunder. We'll be going over some of the basic stats, some brief history, and its overall gameplay and performance. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so here we are in the match. So as you can see, I'm sticking pretty low to the ground. Reason being, I find that I have better success going low and fast, as the planes on the enemy team are typically trying to climb up and take out the higher targets first. And even if one comes down, I can always ditch the armament, and it's decent at maneuvering. I can sometimes handle them. But yeah. So this plane is armed. Its primary weapons are 6 Browning 12.7mm machine guns, or 650 cals. As you can see, I'm using stealth belts here. They're armed with 2,400 rounds of ammunition. So about 400 rounds per gun, which is excellent. I rarely run out of ammo, and when I do, it's probably because I missed all my shots on an aircraft and chased him halfway across the map. But yeah, anyway, survivability on this plane is great because of the armor plating being positioned everywhere on this plane. It's very similar to a P-47 in my opinion. Secondary armaments, the one that I'm using right now is the heaviest loadout with six HVARs and 2 1,000-pound bombs. It can also carry just the 1,000s or just the HVARs, along with another loadout being a torpedo. It can also carry 2 Tiny Tim rockets. If you desire to take those in. But being the French one, the torpedo is pretty much useless, unless the rare occasion of hitting a tank with it. Yeah, very, very rare for that to happen. Yeah, the overall performance of the plane is decent. Its max repair cost as of update wind of change is 2,300 lions, so very minimal. Its max speed at 5,700 meters is 647 kilometers an hour. Not sure what the translation to miles an hour or knots is, but takeoff run of 239 meters. So it can, yeah, it got a decent takeoff roll. You're never going to be the first one off, and not always the last. Its roll rate's okay. It's not the best. It's a heavy plane. Again, it's very similar to the P-47. Yeah, slightly smaller than it. Its maximum altitude is 3,300 feet. I mean, sorry, 33,000 feet. Which is very good. You're almost never going to be going that high in this plane, because you almost never need to. The fight's never up that high, and it's not going to be the best for chasing bombers, as it's not the fastest plane. Its turn time on stats is 20.5 seconds. So, not the best turn time, especially when facing zeros, but using combat flaps, it can definitely squeak a better performance out of there. As you can see here, I only have 1 HVAR left on my wing, and I decided to have some fun as I'm out of ammo because I sprayed it all at that yak back there, or MiG, whatever that was. But yeah, then I decided that I'd test my luck and fly right through the furball, being unarmed. which was quite fun, having anti-air spraying at me, plus looking behind and seeing the whole enemy team after me. But yeah, climb rate on this thing is decent with 12.7 meters a second, so 36 feet a second roughly. Yeah, low altitude performance is great. It excels at close air support and tank matches. Even though I don't have any tank matches here to show you today, that's what I mainly use this plane for. It is phenomenal. 2 1,000-pound bombs at 3.3 plus HVARs. It really destroys if you land them relatively close. But as of now, I have it in my 4.7 lineup where it struggles. At 3.3, the 1,000-pound bombs will blow up anything, but at 4.7, you've got to be pretty accurate with your bombs there. And obviously, there's no bomb sight, so it's harder to put them on target. The HVARs at 4.7 don't really do much, whereas at 3.3, you'll blow anything out. If you have them all direct hits, they'll do some critical damage for you quite a bit. Yeah, as you see here, I'm doing a really nice approach. Some people may call it fast, but it's actually a very good approach for me. But yeah, on to the next match. Alright, so here we are again on a desert map. Woohoo! Yeah, somewhere that this plane would never be. Yeah, again, we're going low and fast, same armament as usual. Still have my stealth belts. I don't do particularly well in this match and the one that follows, but I just wanted to show you like the typical match that I would have. I don't typically get too many air kills in air matches. I surprisingly get more in ground RB, but that's because players aren't watching as much towards the air. Some people may disagree with me on that, but I find that with the stealth belts and ground RB, it's a much better combination. Yeah, it's a very close call there, as already a bomber from above that I was not aware of bombed the base as I was flying through it. Yeah, tried to swing back and grab the AI before it disappeared with the base, but wasn't able to do so. But yeah, without the armament on, it's got really good speed, or not really good, but decent speed. I like to play it, as you just saw, like base buster, and then go ground pounding afterwards. And then if there's only a few players left, maybe go air, maybe go anti-air after going back to the airfield, dropping the bombs. But if the fight comes down to the ground sooner than expected, like it does in this match, you'll see here shortly, then it doesn't typically work out as good. Some players may like to play this as a boom and zoom aircraft or energy fighter. It would do great in all of those. I just have never really concentrated on that technique and got it worked out in this plane. Again, I mainly use this for ground attack because that's what I've learned how to play it as. Yeah, as you see here, I do a energy turn and pull up, and then I use my slower speed to come down as I accelerate on a target and try to blow it up. The M250 cals use mid-war belts, I believe, so they're not the best at penetrating pillboxes, but with enough dedicated concentration, you can do it. And as you saw there, wasn't really watching out for enemy aircraft. But yeah, now we're on to a snow map. Man, this plane is experiencing some polar opposite temperatures today. Yeah, again, going low and fast. 836 hit that base over there, so yeah, consider going for it. Still debating my options as I see the planes that are coming around. Yeah, head-ons in this plane, you can do them. They're not. I would not recommend doing them, although I do go against my advice from time to time. For instance, a while ago I did a head-on with a P-39, and he was out of cannon ammo, and he did not survive that. And yeah, something to note on my videos here is that I'm using a Logitech joystick. I am not doing keyboard flying, so if you notice that like my rudder is a little wobbly at times, or something like that, or like this, my camera actually sticks in the one position. It's not loose like some other players have when they have it on keyboard controls. I like joystick for both ground and air. It really helps with sim battles because you just can control the plane a lot better. Yeah, it does leave me at a disadvantage sometimes, but it helps me more than it doesn't. I just have a free mouse using my left mouse button. When I hold it down, I can look around. But yeah, excellent at ground pounding with the large supply of ammo belt. But yeah, I will see you in the conclusion. Welcome back, guys. So yeah, the F6F is a excellent multi-role fighter. Really exceeds in ground attack and close air support. Mainly because of his variety of weapons, namely this combination right here, the 2 1,000-pound bombs and the 6 H4s, like I already mentioned. Yeah, again, it's exactly the same as the one over in the American tech tree. Right here. As you see, I have not bought it yet, as I'm concentrating on something else at the moment. It is the exact same, although it does have a little bit better detailing on the as far as the roundels go. As you can see, the American one is a bit blurry. But yeah, the flight performance is great, better than the night fighter version, the F6F-5 N, because it doesn't have the radar and the 20 mils. Yeah, there is no camouflage options, unfortunately. Some okay belts mid-war. Yeah, relatively easy to spade, especially if you're using in ground attack, because you'll get so many more kills. Yeah, like I said, no camouflages, unless you want to make your own. Yeah, so overall, a completely amazing aircraft for ground RB, and a decent one in air RB, especially for going after bases. Just keep in mind that you cannot destroy an entire base with your armament. Even with the Tiny Tims, you're not going to be able to do it. But yeah, that's all I have, guys. See you next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. See ya.